In this episode of The Bad Perspective, I spoke with Kiyah Bridges to talk all things beauty, content, and entrepreneurship. As a New Orleans native, Kiyah's work ethic and tenacity are deeply rooted in her community. Citing her mom as one of her biggest inspirations, Kiyah remains grounded and true to herself as her business continues to flourish. Hi, Kiyah.
Hi.
How are you today? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here.
Good. I'm good. I can't complain.
It's like worlds colliding.
This is like, it was under the current for a while. This was in the
It was
making, so
brewing.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yes. And it's giving twin.
I know. We're like,
It's kind of crazy.
we're giving.
Great minds think alike. No conversation was had, you
Yeah.
guys, I promise. It's just, the it girl thing. I don't know.
It just makes sense.
Exactly. I can't take myself seriously. I'm just so excited to have you here because one, I'm a fan. Two, I think you are just so cool, so interesting. And I think that being able to have a conversation with you and have the audience kind of learn more about you, maybe have an introduction to you, it's just going to be so good. So, without further ado, this is The Bad Perspective, and we have Kiyah Bridges with us today.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kaya.
So, to get things started, I feel like we have to start from kind of your beginning in a sense, which would be like school. So, as we know, you went to Xavier University, and while at Xavier, you decided to get your esthetician's license. Talk us through the decision to not only pursue your bachelor's degree, but then go, I need a little more, and dual enroll. Let us know, how did you get to that decision?
So let me go back. So when I was in college, I think I decided to take makeup more seriously, probably towards the end of my sophomore year. I had loved makeup since I was in high school and even middle school, but that's when I was like, okay, wait, I'm more enthused to like get up and go do my clients rather than go to class and kind of pursue this degree, just to be frank. And I still felt passionate about what I was learning at the time, but makeup has just always been a part of my life, and I knew that it wasn't something that just was going to be a side hustle after that point. So I told myself, okay, I'm going to like really lock in with school and in all my free time, like I'm just gonna, really push this makeup thing. And so, um, towards the end of my junior year, actually, I learned that Paul Mitchell, in New Orleans, where I'm from, they
Mhm.
had a nighttime esthetician program, and it was gonna be their first ever class of their
Wow.
nighttime program. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll do it like part-time. And it was from 5 to 10 p.m. So it kind of worked perfectly with my schedule at the time after class. And after
Yeah.
like, I was at Xavier all day, I would just have a
Yeah.
little bit of a break and then I would go to Paul Mitchell. So
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I think it was a little ambitious,
A
quite
little?
ambitious actually. I
Very,
don't know
yes.
if I would
Don't
say I
play
would do
small.
that again because girl, I was so tired and so
Yeah,
just
because
spread
you were
thin.
doing your classes during the day at
Mhm.
Xavier. You still were taking clients, no?
Yes.
So you were doing your classes, taking clients, and then doing night school from 5 to
Yes. And I had an internship. And of course, I was like 20,
Yeah, you're
21,
young, like you got things
trying
to
to still,
do,
go hang out with friends and like spend
Yeah.
quality time. I think I had a boyfriend at the time. So
We think,
it
child,
was
we don't know.
it was a lot. It was a lot going on. I was probably running on fumes, but
Yeah.
I I always have this like mantra, the time will pass anyway, God willing. And
Yeah.
I would have rathered like really grinded it out and that way basically around the time that I finished my degree come senior year I was going to also finish esthetician school,
Yeah.
so it all worked out. But again, this is like a beware, a little disclaimer, a little warning to anybody
Yeah.
who's trying to do something like that. It was a lot. I had to really build a level of like time management that I didn't have before, so I am grateful for that
Yeah.
time. Like,
Yeah, and discipline. I mean, I think it's realistic to be like, fair warning, it's hard. I think a lot of times when people see people do things, especially on social media, unless you know the person in real life and you're in their village, you really don't know the ins and outs of how they got to where they're, going. And so on one hand, it's like it's inspiring, but it's also like know yourself and know like, can you handle that
yes.
same rigor that the next person can handle and everybody can't. So I think that's really good advice to give at the end of letting us know you were doing it all at
It was
once.
like, those like you know how you can hold a video on like social media and like make it 2 times speed? That's how I was
Yes.
living life, basically.
Yeah.
I was like in a frenzy. But
5x
the
speed.
crazy part is I actually didn't tell anyone that I was even in esthetician school until I
Yeah, I
graduated.
was gonna say, I feel like you
So
really didn't
it
keep
was like a
social
surprise.
media in the loop with that. I remember you,
Yeah.
because we were the same class. So it was like we all were graduating, posting our pictures and all of that. And then
Yeah.
like right before I said, oh wait, did she graduate? Or oh wait,
What
she's an
again?
esthetician. Oh yes.
Yes, it was like, sometimes you have to keep things to yourself,
Yes.
especially when people will put off their like limiting beliefs. And they're like, how are you gonna do that? How is this gonna work? And I didn't have a car at the time.
Oh my
I
God.
was doing all of this Ubering or like I would get a ride with a friend because
Yeah.
I was in
God was on your
college.
side,
Girl, that was literally nothing
but
but
God.
GOP.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
But
I love that you said kind of like keeping things close to the chest. I'm someone, I think, guys, by the way, we are both Gemini, so that might be a Gemini thing. I don't know,
yes.
but I keep things close to the chest. Like, I don't know where that comes from. It's just, I'd rather protect myself and my things and know that I'm pouring life into something than, like you said, limiting beliefs. You tell someone, oh, I'm going to do this thing, and now they're asking you 1,000 questions, trying to question what you're trying to do, kind of
Hmm.
talking down on it,
Hmm.
getting really negative. I don't want to talk to you. Hang up
Like,
on
can I
you.
just
Like,
make it exist
can
before
I
I
just
make it perfect?
live?
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I love that you said that because that's another thing I think people don't appreciate, especially as we come into adulthood and you're either bettering your career, you are moving, you are in a relationship, you're going back to school, like all of these things. Sometimes you got to know discretion. And kind of with those journeys, it comes with discretion. You're going to be alone, you're going to have things you have to navigate, and you can't tell everybody everything.
Yeah. Because I really I feel like I always have good intentions with other people. I love to hear other people's good news and I try to like assume the best in everyone, but
Yeah.
sometimes you do have to be a little weary of like oversharing. Or
Yes.
maybe I don't even know if I'd say oversharing, but just like letting things actually be tangible in your life before you
Mhm.
speak on it, basically.
No,
Like
I
instead of
believe
just
in
like,
that.
oh yeah, I want to go to nursing school. Like, let me wait till I get my acceptance and then say,
Before
yeah.
I start telling the world, let me get a few things secured. I think, as you're saying, I have the best intentions. If someone told me good news right now, I'm like, what? Oh my God. And I'm like the most excited in the room.
Mhm.
Not always the response to me. And you know what? That's fine. I just won't share. I
Literally,
will just learn that lesson.
I like, and I can say this now because it's
Yeah.
not in the near future. It's
Hmm.
not a thing, but I was considering moving actually I'd say about a year ago. I was considering moving and I shared it with a few people and they just were so like, it's basically like the conversation was framed toward like, I won't be around to do certain things for them or I don't know. It's never what you expect, especially,
Self-oriented.
yeah, it's just people just aren't as happy for you when they're not always happy for you. But thankfully, there are diamonds in the rough too. So I am
Yeah.
grateful that I do have a lot of people around me and like the few people that did know, like back to me being an adult student and everything,
Yeah.
the few people that did know, they were really encouraging and like my best friends were the ones that would give me a ride or things
Yeah.
like that. And I definitely really appreciate that because that is so rare and it's really
It
sad
is. Shout
because
out to the besties because a lot of people can't find that's another part of being a woman in your early adulthood, early 20s, whatever, friends.
Mhm.
And finding friends, quality friends, like that old school, this is my home girl, this is my girlfriend, like I ride for you. That's very hard. And so to have a group of people who are able to support you in a time like that is so important. So I love that they were there for you because it's rare these days. You having a village in that way is amazing. So I love to hear that, honestly.
I feel very blessed.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about where your work ethic comes from because to be able to do all of that, it's a little bit more than drive, it's a little bit more than passion. You are able to actually get the work done. So walk us through like where did you get this from?
I would definitely say um it's two things, but both rooted definitely from my mother. My mom is so like ambitious. She
Yeah.
has such a big heart, a big like presence. Like when she's just a really strong woman. And growing up, she was a single mom for the beginning of my childhood. And
Mhm.
I saw her. She used to work at the plant. She was a hairstylist. She would sell like she was in all types of different businesses. Like she would
Right.
sell
He was
clothes,
grinding.
sell hair, do all types of things. And I really saw her like make no excuses for herself and her situation. And on top of taking care of myself and my older sister, she also took care of her parents.
Oh,
And
wow.
also, I don't know, it just, she had no choice but to kind of bring us along, especially because a lot of times it was just her. So having her, seeing me basically being immersed, and sometimes I look back now and I laugh because I was just like, ugh, we have to go to the salon today and just like
Yeah.
keep ourselves busy. But really, that was the root of like my interest in beauty. So,
Mhm.
um, I feel like that's so full circle, but definitely my work ethic comes from my mom being just such a great example of like how you can work hard and you can have what you want and change your situation, especially like, growing up in New Orleans and we've had many hardships like hurricanes and just the level of opportunities that are available here.
Mhm.
So I definitely admire her and I owe a lot of my like business acumen and
Yeah.
way that I carry myself in business to my mom. And the second thing I would say because of the confidence that my mom instilled in me, and she just always told me I was so beautiful. I'm obviously a darker skinned woman, and
Yeah.
like growing up, I feel like now being chocolate is like celebrated, and that's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. Growing up, it wasn't really always that case in school, and my mom always made me feel so beautiful. And I feel like I didn't have to actually grow confidence as I matured.
Right.
It was my default. And
Mhm.
I think because I was so confident, I like go about life with this like, why can't I do
Yeah,
it
like
all?
that
Like, why
assurance.
can't I
Yeah.
wear every hat or like start this business or try that hairstyle or
I love
do
that.
that thing? So I'm really, really grateful for my mom. Honestly, that's what it boils down to. But definitely just believing in yourself will take you so far. And having confidence, like, it's something that it may not always feel the most authentic, but like, I mean, I have moments where I feel better than others, but overall, even in those times where I'm like, I don't know, like if I can make this shake, I just fake
Yeah.
it till I can. That helps me a lot.
Yes, I love that answer. I am
Literally.
always inspired by my mom, and very similar to what you're saying, instilled confidence in me at a very early age. So, like, by the time you could get to middle school and high school, and people are at school talking and trying to say something, it's like in one and out. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I I'm not
What are you
speaking.
saying? I'm not even think I'm nowhere in this atmosphere whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because like you said, like as a dark-skinned woman, you guys have a completely different plight than lighter-skinned black women. And so there definitely was a shift culturally in the way that darker skinned people were embraced
Mhm.
publicly and just celebrated. Like today, this is so different than when we were growing up. Like the
Yeah.
plight of the dark-skinned black girl is something that we're still working through, but we've
Yeah.
made progress, but it's not
We're
enough. Not enough.
getting there. We're
We're
getting
getting
there.
there. We're getting there.
It's a journey,
It's a
but
journey, and in my household, none of us look alike. We all
really,
look different. Yeah. So for
oh my
me,
goodness.
my experience was always like, I know I'm light skinned. I know my peers are different colors than me.
But
Cool.
it
Like
probably wasn't addressed.
that's
Like it
not
wasn't a thing.
it wasn't a thing, but it was acknowledged, right? And I think a lot of people don't acknowledge you look different, and that's fine. Kind of how like when a white person says, I don't see color. Well, that defeats the point. Like you should see
Yeah.
it and be like,
Yeah.
there's no difference. Like I love that your mom was able to instill those things in you because I feel like a lot of people take color out. A lot of Black women's experience with their mothers is not always the best, especially from a confidence perspective. I think
Yeah.
sometimes people's parents can kind of be their first hater sometimes, which is unfortunate. So I love that answer, honestly. If you guys do not know, Kaya has a very large platform on TikTok. I will say very large. Obviously, we've kind of been diluted with like people having 5 million followers on TikTok and all
Yeah.
that. But I think she has a prominent platform and voice on the app. And people also know her work. I think when you see a Kaya Bridges face, you know Kaya Bridges did it. So,
Period.
Tell the girls a little bit about your thought process or what influenced you to make the decision to be like, actually, I'm going to utilize TikTok, share what I do for a living, share my clientele, like just kind of open up the world to what it is that you do all day.
So, um, I actually just realized I hit 5 years posting on TikTok, which is a long time. It
Okay.
flew. It literally flew.
Yeah.
And I would say 5 years, even though it was like t actually towards the end of 2021, but
Okay. But
um it's fine.
yeah.
I really started posting mostly because I have loved social media. Like I have my first YouTube video, it's of course private, but I
Yeah.
was like 11 in the video and I made like a little what's in my purse or something.
Oh
This
my
is
gosh. So
15,
you started
nearly,
what's in my bag.
yeah, like literally, I'm like, dang, I was right there with Jackie Aina and all of them. But I always loved posting on social media myself, and I had a lot of um traction actually on
Yeah.
Instagram even prior to TikTok, and I would
Mhm.
share things of me doing my clients. Sometimes I would do my friends' makeup, and I would do like these like time lapse videos and
Yeah.
also on myself. And from there I was like, okay, Instagram, it seems to be like more photo focused at the time. That's like reels weren't even a thing, I don't think,
No, there was
because
no
that
such
was modeled
thing.
after TikTok. TikTok,
Yes,
yeah.
there was no
So
such
reels
thing.
and video content on TikTok wasn't really a thing, but I wanted to be
On
able to
Instagram wasn't a
get
thing.
a, oh yeah, I'm sorry, on
Hmm.
Instagram, correct. I wanted a little more space, like just a
Yeah.
few more minutes to just,
You
say
wanted to
what.
take up space.
Yes, exactly. And
Yes.
so I was like, okay, let me start filming some things. And I posted literally the very first video I posted basically went viral. And by viral, I mean like it maybe got like 50K views overnight or something.
That was extremely rare for the time, you guys. You have to remember 2020, 2021. There were not a
Yeah.
lot of people on TikTok. TikTok was still culturally kind of like cringe. Like
Hmm.
if you knew, you knew. Like if you
Yep.
understood TikTok, then it was like this secret app that was really cool and had all these people on there and it was super funny and like it was like a really niche thing at the time.
Unserious,
It was
kind.
so unserious. So you getting a lot of views like that is like, whoa, what just happened?
I remember I posted the video and I went to sleep and I woke up and I had all these notifications on my phone. It was like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And you get the little red bubble with the number. So
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, like the app is like really acting weird. And so I went on there. I see all these questions. They're like, oh, what was the lip liner? What was the lip combo? And I actually still to this day, still one of my clients. She doesn't live in New Orleans anymore, but
Mhm.
I'm so grateful that she let me record doing her makeup. Her name was Caitlin.
Okay.
Um, I did her makeup, I filmed it, and I was like, oh, she just is so beautiful. Like before we got started, I was like, would you mind if I like record? Because in the
Yeah.
back of my head, I was like, I do want to start posting some of those,
Okay.
still short form, but longer videos, maybe like
Mhm.
a minute to 3 minutes or something. And so I filmed the video, I posted, everyone's like asking all these questions. So then from that, I was able to like come up with these follow-up videos like this is just
Yeah.
the combo, this is just the skin, this is just the eyes. And I
Hmm.
kind of use that formula over months and
Yeah.
really started like showing a lot of maybe the less like the things that people forget. Like, yeah, if you do
Yeah.
makeup, you have to wash brushes or you have to like
Yes.
make little like touch-up kits and like just
I
sharing
love your
those
touch-up
things.
kit videos.
Oh
So you
my gosh.
guys, we connected on social media maybe 2020,
I was about to
2021.
say
It's
2021 probably.
Yeah, it's been a
Been a
while.
minute.
It's been a
Hmm.
while. And so when she posted on to TikTok, I think I had just got on TikTok and discovered her page. Like I don't know, but I'm like, oh, she's on TikTok. So like obviously I followed her. And
Hmm.
her videos used to be so like they still are, but talking about this era, like oh shoot, like
So
I'm like obsessed. Like I just want to watch her clean this makeup studio, clean the brushes, get this done, get that done. And she used to keep her station so neat. She had like a little dental paper that they have at the
hmm.
dentist and like set all of her stuff out. And I'm like, I love this.
What is going on here?
This is
It
crazy.
was such an
Which
era.
is so simple, but it's like the consistency of doing that. People get like it's a comfort thing. Like people get used to seeing you on their phone and want more of it.
It's like that, like my show is on type of thing.
Yes. No, literally,
I
yes.
I used to be so just like I couldn't believe that anyone found it interesting because I was so used to it and because like literally this is work for me.
Yeah.
I'm not like performing
No.
like cleanliness or something to post on TikTok. I'm just
You
capturing
literally have to
what's
do
really
it.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of makeup artists, especially what follow me, and also a lot of like normal girls that just wanted to learn how to do their own makeup or just were like interested to see what I was up to because I felt like in the Black community, I can't say for myself that I saw a whole lot of like makeup artists behind the scenes content. So that
Mhm.
was really cool. And I will say nowadays my content has changed. I share a little bit more of my personal life now, but I definitely think I need to like throw it back and do some of those like
It
little
may be a
sweet
mix, you know?
videos.
The way that you do your makeup on your clients, you don't really see that on Black girls a lot. Like the glam that's pushed by the algorithm looks a little different.
Hmm.
Full coverage, almost
Yeah.
like face altering coverage,
Yeah.
feature shifting coverage where it's like she had moles, I don't see them. She had freckles.
Circles. Yeah.
What's happening? Like the eye shape is completely different. The lashes are completely taking over. Like
Hmm.
you found a very nice way to show Black women get their makeup done in a way that actually is accentuating what they look like. Everyone's
Yeah.
not getting the same face over and over and over again. And I
Yeah.
think that is also another part of what was the success behind it. That customization of your client's experience is really also just aesthetically was like, oh, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
I want to
I
see that.
I feel there's some sweet space between having a signature look and
Mhm.
like having just some type of recipe that you just think like, okay, client in the chair, two pumps of this, one pump of that,
Yeah,
boom, get you out of here. And like, this is not like my intention when I'm doing someone's makeup. It's never to like make you look like my other clients. Like, someone can show me
right.
an inspo photo, but a good amount of my clients, I always like, I can really say probably 80% of my clients will just sit down in the chair and say, "Oh, it's my baby shower. Like, I've
Oh,
seen your stuff and like you can just do it." Or like, I
yeah,
just want to look like myself. And the fact that that's like what my clients associate with me is so flattering. And to hear you say that also that like my clients, you can tell basically like I don't want to, I'm not like, this is not a speed makeup bar. And I'm
no,
just trying to
no.
like get you out of there,
It's not a
do the
machine.
dark corner, smoky eye, red lip. That's my little one too. Which there's nothing wrong with like I said, having a signature look. But at the end of the day, the beauty to me of makeup is like when you see someone and you say they look beautiful, not their makeup looks beautiful
Yes.
necessarily. You know?
It's like that backhanded compliment. Like,
Yeah.
curious, how did your online presence impact your business? Because you already had clientele. Clearly, you were
Mhm.
already doing your thing, and we're like, I'm gonna just show it off now. What
Yeah.
was that shift? When did you notice, like, oh, I'm being seen by people?
So I can definitely say, so my busyness, I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess like how booked and busy I am. I
Yeah.
would base it off of a weekend. So doing makeup, I'm never, even to this day, I'm never expecting necessarily many clients on like a Tuesday, Wednesday,
Right.
Thursday, or whatever. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna assume that I'll be, in the studio for a while. Back when I first started posting, I may have had like six or seven,
Okay.
maybe eight clients on like a Friday. I might have had eight or so on a Saturday, and then maybe I'd have like two on a Sunday.
Okay.
Almost immediately after I started posting super consistently, like, even and also even before,
Hmm.
I would like, most beauty service providers, I would say nowadays, like we'll drop our calendar on a monthly basis. And when
Yeah.
I would, post my calendar, it's like I'm not thinking that anyone is sitting by the phone at like
Like waiting.
12:01 ready to book,
Yeah.
but I just post on my story, hey, you guys, like my schedule's open. So, if you have anything this month, like go ahead and grab it. And
Yeah.
it wasn't such a fight, but when I started posting consistently, I think like it just put me in front of new eyes, honestly. And
Yeah.
I used to have like, I would open my schedule at a certain day at a certain time of the month, and like literally it's like an album dropping, like,
Yeah.
and tweets are coming in, but it's like those email confirmations coming in, and my clients are literally like, on the computer and like ready to book me. And I was getting
I
an
need my
influx
makeup
of
done.
text messages. Yeah. Like I would get lots of text messages like, hey Kai, like I'm looking at the 10th at noon. Like I kept trying to book it, but every time I put it in, it said the card
Yeah.
failed. And then I tried for 1 p.m., I tried for 2 p.m., I tried for 3 p.m. They're like,
Yeah.
it was like this like sense of urgency. And I was like, wow, I really have like it's like the demand is really there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm still only one person like I was when I was only taking maybe 7 or 8 clients in a day. But at the peak of my like makeup artist content era, I probably had the longest that I ever had, which I believe I took 18 clients in one day, which it was during a Mardi Gras ball. And I think I started at like 5 a.m. and my last client was at like 11 p.m. But try my best to just shared that because I don't know. I found that it was just fun for me, like help me get through the
Yeah.
day and be like, okay, like, well, I mean, this is what I'm up to. It's kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know too many people that are doing this, so let me share. But also, so many people would be like, oh my God, like this is my goals, like I'm manifesting this, or like, you
Yeah.
know, I I don't know, doing makeup is one thing. Posting about yourself doing makeup is a whole another thing. And if you don't want to do a whole lot of makeup, I don't know if you should be
Yeah.
posting it because as soon as I posted more of it, I was booked like never before. But that did come with a caveat. Like the more makeup I did, the more I was like, wow, my free time is so limited now. And so do I want to like look at myself doing makeup at home while I'm laying on the couch? And so that's when I started to add in some of that lifestyle content, even though I still love the makeup life content, but
Yeah. No, I think it's important to have balance in life, especially when you're an entrepreneur. It's very hard to give yourself the okay to be like, I'm actually not going to work today.
hmm
Because I don't need to. And you have to recoup. Like, you have to be able to pour back into yourself. If those of you who are watching are not familiar, Kaya does have celebrity clientele, and she has had that for years now. This is like years ago when I remember you first posting some of your celebrity clients. Was that through social media? Were you pitching yourself? How did you kind of obtain that caliber of a client?
So it's interesting. It's a bit of everything. I've had a lot of my celebrity clients, of course, all women,
Yeah.
which I love doing the guys too. But
Yeah.
um, all my celebrity clientele, they are almost always in the music industry, which is
Okay.
always awesome. Like Lady
Yes.
London, Dior,
Beautiful
Callie,
women, mind you.
Mona Leo, all these women, I always enjoyed like their music or just content that they posted even before they were my clients. But
Right.
maybe if I ever saw them like coming to town on a tour or something, there were a few times where I reached out to them. So for example, with like Des Dior, I reached out to her via DM and I was like, hey, like I saw that you're coming down to New Orleans. Like if you need your makeup done or if you were looking for a makeup artist, I would love to like do your makeup. And all of
Yeah.
these obviously were paid opportunities thankfully. And there are some experiences where, of course, like I've had people reach out to me and try to do like some type of like promo situation.
Exchange. Yeah.
I'm not above doing anything for free. I've done people's makeup for free plenty times, but there are times where it's like, girl, an Instagram post is not gonna pay my
No.
rent. So this is not that. But
Yeah.
um I've had a few clients where like I actually you know how people say it's like a saying, it's like you're 7 people removed from like
Yeah. 6 degrees
Beyonce
of
or something.
separation.
Yeah, 6 degrees
Yes.
of separation.
Which
Even
I
with
believe
Mona
in, by the
Leo,
way.
I have a mutual friend and they put me in contact with her and her manager, and that's how I was able to do her makeup. Tay Money, who is a rapper, she
Yes.
actually booked on my website, which is
Hey,
so
Money.
funny.
Oh my gosh. She is and isn't niche. I feel like she's definitely like,
Mhm.
if you know, you know.
She booked on my website, actually, of course, with her normal
Yeah.
name, not her stage name. And so I had no idea for a while until she
It
did
gave
me.
you
She's like,
pause.
hi, I booked you on XYZ date and time. I just was wondering, like, could you come to me? Like, could I
Mhm.
instead do travel basically? And I was
Yeah.
like, sure. And that just was so random. And when I saw her, I'm like, how did you find me? She's like, girl, just searching up New Orleans makeup and like your work,
Yeah.
jumped out at me.
I
Like
like
she looked
that.
on TikTok and Instagram. It's just crazy. And then I've had how else? It's just so many things. I've had
Yeah.
clients, they just DM'd me and just kind of shot their shot, like, hey,
Yeah.
I know it's last minute, but would you have anything available tonight or whatever? And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm able to do that as well. But um the celebrity clientele is so funny. Like I used to get asked about, some of my high profile clients a lot, but like about the experience with them and
Yeah.
interact with them, and they're so normal. Like
Yeah.
I show everyone respect, and you know, thankfully receive that back. But like literally, the conversation flows like literally how you and I are talking. Which
Right.
if you don't know, also I've done Keylani's makeup before.
Yes.
Same. I just love chit chatting like that, and so I don't know. Those opportunities were always very random, but it just was super aligned. Like I
Yeah.
never felt like I had to like I was saying, like do everything for free just to like get in
You weren't
someone's face or
desperate.
something. Yeah, it just was, I don't know, it just was really natural, thankfully.
I love the answer, especially I didn't have any preference, right? Like I didn't know how you got these opportunities, but I
Hmm.
was hoping for at least one you would tell me that you pitched yourself because I
Yes.
swear I think people think that they're above that. Like I
Yeah.
love to see people like pitch, please do it. Like
Yes.
if they
Yes.
say no, they say no, but at
Also,
least you tried. Like, just put yourself out there, especially like you don't know who's watching you and
hmm.
you don't know your influence. I think a lot of people underestimate themselves as well. Like
Yeah.
you don't know who's seeing you. You don't know all the viewers. You know the likers. You know the
Yeah.
commenters. You don't know who's viewing what you're doing.
Yep.
And I think sometimes we can underestimate kind of our own pull or our
Hmm.
own like credibility, if you will, because
Yeah.
clearly your work is speaking for itself. Even if you do pitch yourself to somebody, it was worthy of a response and them ultimately booking you. Like, I think
Yeah.
sometimes people can get so like in their head and and not to discredit anybody, but people have the whole social anxiety, this, and it's like, okay, I get it, but everything can't
Like,
come
how
down to
bad do
being
you want it?
yeah, like, do you
Yeah.
want it or not? And
Yeah.
like Kim said, a lot of the girls don't want to work. I mean, she was wrong for saying that because just like
I know. It's like sometimes the
right
right message
message,
come from the
completely
wrong,
wrong person.
yeah, wrong
But
message
the
for
girls
sure.
don't want to work. I mean, let's just be
Yeah.
real. Does that everybody? No. But when it comes down to certain things, I do think you kind of have to take it back to basics. I think
Yeah.
the social media thing is so amazing because it gives us access to people who we don't interact with on a day-to-day basis. Shoot, we're connecting now because of social
Yep.
media. But
Yep.
it's like you also have to remember those just bare bones tactics of pitching yourself, literally.
Cold calling, literally,
Cold
like that's
calling.
the equivalent of a cold call.
Yes. Cold
Really,
DMing somebody is literally a cold call. Like,
yeah. Like,
it's,
what's the worst they can say? No, and
yeah.
then you're gonna be right back how you like
Yeah.
in the same position if you never asked at all. It's fine. I always feel like I get when people say like, I'm anxious because I deal with anxiety in my life and
Yeah, same.
other areas, but not
Yeah.
necessarily around my business, and I'm very thankful for that. But
Mhm.
I really feel like if you are not willing to go out and ask and just like do the
Yeah.
boots on the ground work for yourself, you cannot, but then you want other people's help. It's like no one's going to advocate for you more than you are. Or that's how I see it. Like everyone's kind of, especially in a business perspective, most people are kind of out for themselves. So you might as well try to put yourself in a better position by asking the simplest question of like, hey, can I come do your makeup? Or hey, can I shadow you? Even working with
Yeah.
other people, like just like even saying, hey, I would, I don't know if that person seems a little busy, but like let me ask them if they would want to come on the pod. But but yeah, I am never above asking somebody like, hey girl, want to come model
Hey.
for me?
And the
I
thing
also
is, like, don't be embarrassed. Who cares?
yes, I was just about to say if there was like a vaccine for like embarrassment, I have it. I got it as a young child. Like I think I'm immune to embarrassment. Like I do not care at
I'm not
all.
gonna lie, I don't really know. I'm trying to think, like, when have I felt embarrassed?
Like
Like,
truly. I don't know.
I don't think so. I will
Yeah.
say, it's so funny. I just had this conversation with someone and I was saying, like, I couldn't care less what anybody else thinks. I care about what I think about myself.
Hmm.
What is your advice financially to people who are wanting to pursue their own entrepreneurial journey or content creation journey?
So one thing I definitely will say is depending on your entrepreneurial journey, whether you're like service based or
Yeah.
product based, um, I can mostly speak for service based because I'm of course a makeup artist. I can say like there's this like thing, there's like this underlying like unsaid kind
Mhm.
of feeling that I have about like oh, well, like I'm hot now, so let me like strike and
Oh, yeah.
take all the clients and do everything. But one huge piece of financial advice that I will say is like all money is not good money, actually. And that comes also with content creation because so first off, as far as doing makeup, if I have a client that like literally refuses to even greet me
Mhm.
in an inquiry, like, or they're asking questions again, things that are like really baseline. Like, I would say that
Mhm.
I have a really streamlined booking process. Like, I have a website, it has
I can
everything.
vouch.
Yes, it like
Very seamless.
in this it like basically it's like if you're late, here's what's happening. If you're sick, here's what's happening. If whatever, it's just so streamlined and easy. All my pricing is there. If I have
Yeah.
someone that comes around and they don't even have the decency to say like hi or hello, my name is Kaya and I'm going to a wedding. Do you have anything available on this day at this time? If it's
Yeah.
just like, what do you charge for natural?
Oh, have some decorum, have some
I'm
manners.
like,
This
what
is
are
not a chat
what
bot.
are we doing? Yeah, this is not
Yeah.
AI. I'm so
I
confused.
hate stuff like that. You're
But
not wrong for that. I feel like
yeah,
that's a smart thing to do. Because the thing is, too, I've seen time and time again, lash techs, nail techs, hairstylists, you name it. You already were warned by this client when you first interacted with them. You're
there
now
were
having to
there were
show
red
us the
flags.
messages and the email exchanges and the recordings when they pulled up. They already showed they have no manners. They have no
Yeah.
respect. And then you still took the money, you still took the business, and you expected something different to come from it. Like,
Like now they're
gotta,
disputing, now they're running off on you, now weird things are happening.
yeah,
And
it's
I don't
getting weird.
yeah, I do feel like there are times where, sometimes I have clients that like online booking is new to them, and that's
Yeah,
understandable. So maybe they're just not so super like well versed with that. So I'll answer the questions. I'm like, hi, like this is the pricing or whatever. And when you're ready to book, please, visit my site.
right.
It's XYZ. Um, another piece of financial advice I would give though is that same thing with that, like all money is not good money. That goes on to content creation. Like if I don't eat a certain food and I'm a food content creator,
Yes.
if I've been a vegetarian for 10 years, why would I go and do a burger campaign for
Like,
$1 million? Like there's no price
it's
on your
inauthentic.
integrity.
I
Yeah,
can't.
like
I
you
can't.
have to do things that are actually in alignment with you. And I've had so many inquiries and people trying to do collabs and deals with me, and especially like with wigs and lace a
They
lot, which I'm
love trying to
not
get a
above
black
a
girl
wig.
into a
Yeah, like
wig or like
I'm
it's
not
like
above
I'm
it,
not
but
above, but why?
super crazy like one-off products. I'm like, how would I don't even know how I would unnaturally like incorporate this
Yeah.
into my content. So like I'm not doing that. But um yeah, that's so weird. And then another piece of outside that's like one
Yeah.
mantra. It's not good money. But another thing that I would say is that's like super tangible. Get a CPA, a financial advisor, an accountant, all of the things because I know my strengths. I'm very creative. I have great dexterity in my hands. I love doing makeup. I love working on things, but math and bookkeeping is not my strong suit. So I don't want any smoke with the USA government.
None.
Make sure to be on top of my taxes. I meet with my accountant monthly and handle
I
all
love
that.
that you said that
Yeah, I'm
because
not
I think a lot
planning.
of the girls try to do it on their own, and I
Mhm.
think
Be messed up.
maybe not.
Yeah. And also like when you're in a beauty service, like the money is fast. Like every
Yeah.
weekend, and I'm grateful for it. I'm making a lot of money, but I make sure to handle my business. I'm
Right. You
tucking
have
money
to
away in
set
my
things aside and
savings
like,
or,
yeah.
in certain accounts for bills. Or then I have my fun stuff and I play or go take myself out to
Right.
eat or go shopping or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to like take care of yourself and you really don't know where your next piece is of funds is coming from because like
Right.
I don't know. It's like my job is dependent on me being in great
Right. You're
health.
in a dependent space. So it's like
Yeah.
if there's any shifts, if there's anything in the economy, maybe culture, like,
Yeah.
whatever, it's like
Yeah. Like if
you
people
still
don't
are
have
reliant
money
on the
to
client.
spend on my services, then my bookings can go down. And so
Yeah.
I just make sure that I try my best to be super responsible about,
Yeah.
money. But that's such a touchy subject because, everyone's experience is different and like what I deem as like worth spending money on,
Right.
maybe.
People spend their money so differently. I really try not to get into those conversations with people because it's like what I decide to spend my money on is what I decided to spend my money on.
Yeah. And
What
you
you
also
decide
have
to
like a
do,
certain lifestyle that maybe other people don't have.
that
Like if
too.
you don't
I
have
think
kids,
if there's no
that's a
kids
huge
involved,
thing.
that's a big factor. But then
Yeah.
also like some people they love a designer good and then they eat McDonald's,
Hmm.
biggie bag every day. I am opposite. I rather have like freaking gourmet meals at every Whole Foods grocer I can find and like
Yes.
organic everything
Yeah,
than I have, the biggest flap on my shoulder. Like one
absolutely.
day soon come, like one day that will come, don't get it twisted. But
Yeah.
right
If I
now,
could squint, I could see it real, real often.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. But in this current moment, what I am gonna do is have this grass-fed steak, okay, and that
Organic
organic sweet potato.
blackberries and
Thank you. We're
good.
gonna be really health and wellness on this
Mhm.
side.
Absolutely.
But it's like people spend their money differently. I think the best thing that anyone in any space can do is contact the powers at be the accountant, the financial advisor. That's
Hmm.
just the first step. You should have a lawyer. You should
Yeah.
have a team of people, okay? The housewives don't say, get my lawyer on the phone for no reason. You need to have these people behind you and
Hmm.
ready to help you. They're a team. I mean, when you start to get into certain spaces and certain journeys in life, you kind of have to go about things a little bit more intentionally. It can't all just be free for all fun. Before we
Yeah.
end, I have to ask you a makeup question because I just can't help myself.
Gosh. I'm so excited.
What is one product, if I ask you right now, I need something, just holy grail,
Hmm.
skincare or makeup product that I need in my kit, what would you say?
Oh my gosh. I wish I had it with me. I will die on a hill for this
Okay.
product. She's a little pricey, but
Okay.
if you've ever heard of the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum,
Oh wait, the serum. I have the
oh my
spray.
gosh, sister. Oh,
Okay.
where is
I,
she?
I will get
I
this.
might
I'll
have
have to
her.
check out the serum because the spray, you
Get
guys,
my
is
restroom.
next level. The spray is ridiculous. So I will be checking out the spray
Oh
and I
my
will
God.
link it. I
The
mean, that's quick
serum,
serum.
it's like a dark spot corrector. Even if
Okay.
you don't have dark spots, it just helps you look glowy, radiant,
No, I
even
do.
skin tone. It's just perfection in a bottle, and you need it.
Do you do
But
this
yeah.
skincare only or do you do this before makeup too?
I do this, I really only do it before bed.
Okay.
It kind
That
of
makes
works.
sense.
It'll work overnight for me.
Yeah. Most, I feel like dark spot, anything is like overnight because like their sun's get sensitive and stuff like that.
Yep.
So,
And then you'll do like, I think you have better like cell turnover or something. Okay. Well, I
oh,
should know that I'm the esthetician, but girl,
it's okay.
yeah. Like, I don't know. It makes me just feel like when I wake up, I just feel like I wake up glowing and gorgeous and
Really?
just beautiful. And a lot of times, I don't know if you've ever like burned yourself or something, maybe
I
comb
have.
your hair. I
Yes.
always use it after that, and it always helps,
Really?
shake my skin back real quick. Yeah, I had burned myself like somewhere up in this area,
So is it
and
like a restorative and hyperpigment, like in a dark spot
it's like
or?
it's a vitamin C alternative.
Oh, okay,
It's
that makes sense.
they have a patented ingredient. I forget what it's called. It's like vinoline or something. I don't want to misspeak, but
Yeah.
um, it's like marketed towards dark spot correcting for
Okay.
sure. But
Well,
yeah,
I'll have to look into that. And then please repeat the name one more time for anyone who
it's
missed
the
it.
Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum. Yes.
Yes. I mistakenly thought she was about to say the Caudalie spray. It's like a mist and
Mm-hmm.
it's
The beauty
so good.
elixir.
Yes, the beauty elixir.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You guys, makeup, no makeup, in between, just a little boop, boop, boop. It's perfect. It
Like a
just,
perfume almost. Like the scent
yes,
is
the scent
great.
is so
It's very
beautiful.
refreshing.
Yes, that's like I'm not really into fragrance like that. It's just like a sinus thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that spray, it actually like opens me up. Like it's like
Yeah.
you feel refreshed, like you just took a shower and you're like the most beautiful person in the world. It gives you the best glow without being greasy. So, yeah, but I will definitely be looking into that serum.
We love you, Caudalie,
No,
if you're still
literally, we
watching
love
this.
we love Coralie. Thank you so much, Kaya, for being here. It was so, so good talking with you. I have enjoyed every part of our conversation. I'm sure the viewers will as well. And I just cannot wait to see all that Kaya Bridges becomes because you are again in so many pockets genuinely and you're only at the beginning like to think that you are only 24 years old and just have been able to accomplish so much and you are really in the beginning, which is kind of crazy. I think people our age, we kind of think like, oh, life is over. And it's
I
like,
know. The sky's falling.
we gotta calm down. We're so young. And I have to tell myself that as well. Like, calm down. It's okay. Like, this is the time to test things out. This is the time to do new things. And kind of like you're saying, like, just grind it out, do the work. So I applaud you if no one else does, which we know you are getting a lot of applause because you have a great village behind you. But just want to give you your tens and give you the chance to come on and chat. I really have enjoyed our conversation.
Thank you so much for having me. This was, first off, I adore you.
Oh,
Literally adore
thank
you.
you.
This was so fun. I don't think I've done a podcast before. A friend and I, we did one for her birthday. It was like very
That is so
unserious, like
cute.
a little activity.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing your platform with me and letting me come
Yes.
and just take up some time and yap a little bit.
Yes.
And yeah, this is like something checked off that maybe I didn't know that I wanted to do. So
Mhm.
I'm grateful that you let me come on and chit chat with you. So yeah, it was literally such a pleasure.
It was same, same. Like actually.